One evening in 1948, the President of the United States evaded the press, his entourage, and some of his Secret Service agents to sneak off and attend a Master Mason degree at Beech Lodge number 694 in Indianapolis. There, he participated as one of his employees became a Master Mason. As many times as this story has been told, little has been said about the man Truman raised that evening. Who was he? What became of him? Did he become a true and faithful brother among us as we pray in the first degree? Did he and Truman remain friends? The young man was Donald Earl Bauermeister. Born August 24th, 1927, he was 21 years old at the time of his raising. He had recently enlisted in the Navy and served as a hospitalman third class on the President's yacht, Williamsburg. When he assisted with a crew member's emergency appendectomy, he caught Truman's attention. The pair found they shared an interest in history and, over time, developed a friendship. After his naval service, Don enrolled in the Indiana University Dental School. In 1950, he met his future wife, Lois, and when they decided to marry, Don wrote the President to inform him of his wedding plans. He updated the President on his schoolwork and also asked if he would meet with his parents when they were in Washington, D.C. Truman wrote back saying he would meet with Don's parents. He concluded, "I waited 10 years too long before I assumed the responsibility of matrimony. It pleases me when one of the young men with whom I have been associated buckles down to work and makes good." Truman sent the young couple a silver tray as a wedding gift. Over the years, Brother Don made a few requests of the President, who never turned him down. On one occasion, Don and his wife Lois went to Washington and tried to phone the President, but he was unavailable. Some months later, however, the tables were turned. Truman visited Indianapolis. Once there, he went to his friend's house only to find he was out of town. In 1951, Don traveled to Washington, D.C. While there, he went to the White House unannounced and asked to see the President. Matthew J. Connally, who was Truman's personal secretary, said Truman was too busy to break away. Brother Bauermeister urged Connally to contact the President anyway, which Connally reluctantly did. The Korean War was raging, the Middle East was in turmoil, and the President had a crammed schedule. He literally had the weight of the world on his shoulders. Yet, he made time to see his young friend. The pair exchanged gifts, Christmas, and birthday greetings. Bauermeister sought out Truman's advice on several occasions. Truman counseled him on subjects including masonry, schooling, and a career choice. On the President's 65th birthday, Don sent him a fifth of Old Granddad. One would assume Brother Harry enjoyed that more than the accompanying card and the not-so-subtle reference to the President's increasing age. In 1956, Don and Lois traveled to Independence to visit the retired President in his office at the Truman Library. It was the last time they saw each other in person. Don and Lois settled down on the south side of Indianapolis, not far from the lodge where Brother Truman had raised him. After graduating from the Indiana University School of Dentistry, Don established a practice and went on to become a respected Indianapolis dentist. He never held a Masonic office, but remained a member of Beech Lodge number 694 for the remainder of his life. Don passed away on August 5, 1994, at the age of 66. Prior to her death in 2014, I was privileged to interview his wife Lois. During the conversation, I asked what caused his somewhat untimely death. She paused, sighed, and then she said, "Those damned cigarettes." Many men have formed friendships bonded in Masonry. This one is certainly one of the most unique. It was a friendship between two very different men. One was a successful and special man, but of no remarkable status. The other was a man of destiny, the leader of the free world. In part, the fact they shared a friendship says something not only about the country, but also the time they lived in. In today's world of sound bites and handlers, it might not even be possible. Truman easily could have declined to attend Donald's raising, but he didn't, and both men's lives were richer for it. For the Whence Came You podcast, this is Steve Harrison with the Masonic Minute.